welcome everybody to another episode of Skyrim's Mod of the Day. Now, of course, this episode is kind of different from the rest. It's not an in-game mod, it's more of an outside utility tool, which I think most of you will actually benefit from, and that is the reason I'm making this video, and it is called the Save Game Script Cleaner. Yep, I knew you'd like it, because most of us have problems with orphan scripts and such. Anyway, I will take you through this step by step, with as much as I already know myself from speaking with the author, but I'm no expert when it comes to scripts, so I'm only going to say what has been said by the author in private message. So here we go. First off, once you've actually extracted the file, simply open it, as you can see right here. Simple enough. You will obviously get a security warning, as always, with unknown publishers. And some of you may also get antivirus flags. They're all false positives, so this is totally safe. There's nothing actually wrong with it. Anyway, going through, you can see there's plenty of options such as delete script, list active, clean havoc moved, fix script instances, delete mod forms, etc. And I'll go through all of these one by one. But first off, we need a save file, of course, and I have pre-messed up a save file. I simply opened the save file, went into it and simply disabled loads of script mods, saved over, and baked loads of bad scripts in there, which are now orphans. I have saved a backup here, and as you can see, it's only about 5.9 kilobytes, while the restored one is 5.8, so there's a file difference size right there. Let me open the pre-fixed one. And already you'll see loads of orphan scripts down here. Now, the ones that started the hashtag are basically any that have been orphaned. So as you can see, there's loads because like I said, I pretty much screwed this save up to Hierarchgar itself. I destroyed this save on purpose. Now, first thing you want to do, of course, is press list active. And you will see all the active scripts now here, of course. And if you click on each one of these, it tells you all of them, such as wet and cold. See, wet equip cold, instance 1, Skyrim ESM, blah 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 blah, reference ID is over here, and they're also down in the bottom. Now, the first thing you want to actually do is press fix script instances. Now, this basically removes instances that come from vanilla scripts itself. So if a mod copied vanilla items that have a vanilla script attached, and then you delete the mod, its instances are left behind in your save and are baked into your save game, of course. But because there's other valid instances on the actual script itself, it can't be marked as orphan, such as down here, because they actually are being used by other vanilla scripts. If you get what I'm saying, it's complicated, it even confuses me slightly, but this is what the author is saying, of course, and it does work. So once you've pressed that, press this and you will notice a massive drop right there. It's removed 1,198 script instances from the vanilla scripts itself, which is going to fix a lot of things. And you'll notice we still have got all these on the left. There's quite a few here, I'd say a few hundred at least right there, from, as you can see, FileScar and such and other mods. Basically, any script mod I activated, I just deactivated on purpose. So now I'm going to have to go ahead and separately delete these, one by one, such as this, which is going to be, you see 1 instances right there, 10 instances deleted there from that one, 0 from that. You keep going through all these and gradually delete them to rid your save of all these orphan scripts, because these are literally orphan scripts that the game does not need right now, and they're just going to mess your save up. The author does say they may be looking into actually merging that with the fix script instances button, so it automatically deletes all these, so you don't have to do this manually. And that would be a great feature for some people, of course, because I deactivated about 10 mods, 12 mods, and it's literally created a massive pile of orphan scripts. So as you can see, look at the size right here, 39.37 kilobytes, pretty much per one, and that is obviously going to pile up. And if you've got a complete save game, your file size will be much bigger than this fresh save. And you know, this will help in many ways. I mean, I've seen people say it increases load times, it's increased their script responsiveness, which of course it will do because there's less scripts flying around, and generally decreases the file sizes of the saves and makes them more stable. Anyway, I'll come back on once I've finished deleting all of these. And I've fought my way through all of those orphan scripts and they are now gone from this save. And as you can see down here, the file size is updated, minus 56.30 kilobytes have been taken off the save. And like I said, if you've got a bigger save, this could differ greatly. Some people have seen massive reductions in save files. file sizes, I should say. Now, next I'll move on to this other one called Clean Havoc Moved. Now, I'll click on it and you'll see straight away. Forms deleted 99, size decreased by 5,466 bytes, and that's increased to 61.77 kilobytes now total off the save. Now, this simply, so for example, items in the game, such as anything that is actually Havoc tagged, so say like a goblet, I believe they're Havoc tagged. If you knock them over with weapons or magic, or even just, shout and knock them over and move them out of their original place, the game is going to save that, and again it's going to increase your file size. As you can see there, this fresh save, it's already 5,466 bytes of data on a relatively fresh save, so you can imagine how big that would be on a save file when you're like a max level character. So what this will do is it'll remove those items from your save completely when you do this, but once you actually reload the save, it will actually load the items back on in their default position. And again, it cleans up space and gets everything looking nice again, so it's a good feature. Next up, we have the plugins section, and as you can see, we've got a drop-down menu with all our ESMs and ESPs from our mods, such as the original Skyrim, updates, unofficial Dawnguard, etc., going all the way down, Inigo, and as such. Then you see a button called Delete Mod Forms. Now, what this basically does is reinstalls the mod from fresh. So if you delete, for example, the Skyrim.esm, as the author mentioned, it will it'll return the game to how it was at the start. But it doesn't reset the scripts and other data, if you're understanding me there. It's a bit complicated and all that, but it basically resets, a mod. So if I went to, for example, FileScar, and I said delete mod forms, you see there, forms deleted 396, and 35,000 bytes. Now it's almost 100 kilobyte difference. So that's useful for uninstalling and reinstalling mods that I've got little problems with them here and there, and that can happen with some. Now, just to finish up, there's a few more sections I'll briefly mention. We've got this over here, like a search engine, like it says scripts, so you can literally search, as I'm searching for action there, and you'll find out anything with action in it. So you can pretty much narrow down a script if you're trying to find a specific one, so that's very useful indeed. We've got this in right under here called Inc references, probably called including references. The author says don't touch that, unless you specifically know what you're doing. There's more on the mod page, but generally you don't need to touch that anyway. The author says don't touch it unless you know what you're doing. So in my case I don't, so there's no reason to actually touch that. Finally, we've got down here the forms section, and you see reference IDs, delete, save, load. The author says this is for those who want to try and transfer things between different save games. And that is pretty much it. I've gone through all that I know so far, and this has been explained as much as I can explain it. Anyway, you can see 97 kilobyte has been taken off, like I said. Let me go ahead and save this. This will basically save over the save file, so if you've not made a backup and the save game is important to you, of course back that save up. So in my case I'm going to save it now, overwrite, yes I'm sure, that's done now. So if I go ahead and load Skyrim up, just as a quick demonstration, of course, the save will be perfectly nice and cleaned, and as you can see there, old size and new size, briefly, it was on the screen there. But now this save should be completely fresh of all orphan scripts and anything that can blow up my save data, cause potential problems down the line, and essentially kill the game. Now, in the Skyrim's main menu, I've gone to the load option, and you can see the save 009 right there, the fresh save, like I said, mod ENB Dark Elf level 1, and normally if you disable ESPs or ESMs, generally, if you try and load a save that has been saved with those on it, message will pop up on screen saying, warning, there are certain content files missing from the game which was present on the previous save, blah 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 blah, basically saying that, there's content missing, do you want to continue, because the save could be unstable. But you'll notice this time, I should get no such message. You see, the game loads straight into it with no warning message, which proves the mod has done its work, and even more proof, the old LP of Redain, it finished early because the save game file was messed up with scripts and it was basically condemned, it would not work. I found one save file from the Redain, I restored it using this, and I played it for 2 hours overall since I found this mod, and it's been perfect. There was no mistakes, no laggy loads, no crash of desktops or anything. So it basically repaired a condemned save, and there's loads more of that feedback on the Nexus forums and comment section. It's pretty much helping everyone. I don't know how extensive this could be. There may be some lost causes it can't fix, but I don't think there will be. And here we are in game now. It's working perfectly fine with all those disabled mods, and I literally disabled several. You saw all the scripts, a lot of scripts, and it's working now perfectly fine in game. And there we have it. That's what the mod does. I've explained it to the best of my ability. And I hope it's been informative, and I hope some of you are going to get some good use out of this mod. I know I certainly have. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check this out on the Nexus. Give it a try. Remember to back your saves up. And don't forget to leave it an endorsement because it definitely deserves one. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.